From the home of the Pirates, we're at beautiful PNC Park. Interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Seattle Mariners going up against the Pittsburgh Pirates. Alongside my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Chompy. Thanks for joining us here. And we could be in for a pitcher's duel in this one, partner. Both of these arms very capable of controlling the game from the mound.
Yeah, and they know that it's going to be tough on the other side for their offense to score runs. So what they're doing is going out there and they're having a battle zeros. Who can put up the most zeros? That's who's going to have the best chance of winning this ball game.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. So just about set now. And today's starter, Mitch Keller. But Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
Kicks and fires. And that one clips the corner. Started to swing, held up. And a pitch. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt.
Well, that's that slope right there. He threw it extremely well. Talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to it.
Two. Swings and misses, struck him out.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Here's Mauricio Dubon. Keller, a former All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a cutter, a sinker, a slurve, and he occasionally uses a curve. And the 1-0. That one hammered left field, back there. And it's off the wall. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
He was all over that one.
He absolutely ripped that ball out front and almost got it out of here, man. Just a really strong, balanced swing, and a fraction of an inch different on the bat, and it is probably out of here.
J.P. Crawford getting ready to hit. Hitless in 4 at-bats yesterday. Swinging a foul straight back.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
1 out and a runner at second here in the third and final game of the series. Strike 2. Man at second. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Foul ball, still 0-2. Righty to the plate. Wouldn't chase that time.
1-2.
One out and a runner at second. And now the count is even.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
And a pitch. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
5 foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two are going head-to-head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Grinding AB right here. About to see pitch number 10. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Here comes a pitch. Got him. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
Most guys are very aggressive when they see the stakes out there on the base paths and can't understand why he wasn't ready to swing the bat. You've got to be ready to swing the bat in a situation like that with the go-ahead run in scoring position.
Fair ball. Coming home. He will score, and they take the lead. 1-0.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
The batter now, Jorge Polanco. And that's in there for strike one.
Well, lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit.
At the belt and fires. And a good eye there.
1-1.
First inning and already up to 23 pitches. The pitch. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's an early 1-0 lead. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in Pittsburgh, on the hill and coming off a great start, number 22. Tell us about him in that sub-3 ERA, Siggy.
Well, anytime you can keep your ERA under 3, you're doing a lot of things right, and you're putting your team in a position to win a lot of ball games as well. And he's doing tremendous out there on the mound. Every time he gets the ball, you expect him to go out there and dominate, and that's what he's been to this point. We'll see how he is today.
We go to the bottom of the first. Now the third baseman, Ke'Bryan Hayes. That one off the mark, and that's ball one. And the right-hander deals. Just missed. And another ball.
3-0.
There's a strike. And now 3-1.
3-1.
And a strike in there.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
And a pop-up right side, foul territory. France makes the grab. And there's one down. Here's the Pirates lineup now. And the key to victory for them here, get their starter some run support early.
Boog, if they can get him that run support early, it's likely the other team folds because they know how dominant he can be once he gets settled in. So put pressure on that other team right away, jump out to a lead early, and a few runs is going to feel like 30.
Andrew McCutcheon, the next to hit, takes ball one. And a foul ball. One down, base is empty. In the air, right side. On the move. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 up, 2 down.
Batting third, the left fielder,
Brian Reynolds here. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That's back. It's a bomb. A gigantic blast. Home run number 20 on the year, and we're level. It's 1-1. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
And here is C.J. Cron.
Seems like he's making contact with everything lately. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
And first offering is fouled off. Two outs. Foul ball. Right-hander kicks, deals. And that one is lifted in the air. Moore under it. Hauls it in to end the inning. Cannonball coming. All even at 1 apiece. It's Major League Baseball on the show. All set for the start of the inning. And now for Seattle, Ty France.
23, Ty France.
The wind of the pitch. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 1-0. And that one fouled off. The 1-1. Fought off foul. The wind of the pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K. Here's Taylor Trammell. Fastball for a strike. It's 0-1. Trammell measures 6 feet 2 inches, 220 pounds, usually in center field, but today starting in left. One down, base is empty. That misses. And now it's even 1-1.
One thing I always felt if I played left field instead of center field was that the ball gets out there to you pretty quick. And the most important play is that ball down the left field line. Getting to it, cutting it off, making a strong throw to keep that single instead of turning it into a double. Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
One down. Here's Luis Arias. Fouled off down the right side. Man at first, one away. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2. Our umpire for this one, Freddie Ferguson. A consistent umpire by all accounts.
Yeah, I think the book on him is that he's not necessarily by the book with his strike zone. But once you figure out where he's calling strikes, you can pretty much count on him to stay with that throughout the game.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. He notches strikeout number 150 this season.
Well, take a look at the three-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
So now the Seattle pitcher just missed. And a foul ball.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
2 outs. Tied up here in the early going. Next offering is outside. In the air to left down the line. Reynolds drifts towards it, and that is a foul ball. The pitch. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Always having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
And here it comes. And down on strikes. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Mariners lead 1. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Liover Peguero. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. That's down and in.
1-0.
Pulls that one foul. The next offering misses, and it's 2-1. Kicks and deals.
Nope, ball.
This ball's chopped on the ground. He is safe.
He's in there.
It was a healthy cut, but the same can't be said for the contact. He got just enough of the ball to put it in play, and that's all he needed. Tough play for the defense on what was kind of a swinging bunt.
Here's the catcher, Henry Davis.
Kind of a throwback. No batting gloves.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And the righty deals. To short, could be 2. There's 1. Back to first, and that is a double play.
Great job by the shortstop right there. Fields it, decides to take it himself. Second baseman can just chill out until the next play.
And the batter will be the shortstop. 3 for 7 in the series so far. Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
trying to kick the pitch. That's in there, and it's 0-2.
0-2.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first two pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
That one missed.
Ball.
It's a good take.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that's
the ball.
off the inside edge. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Chopper right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Through 2, we're tied 1 apiece. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the 3rd inning. Here's Dylan Moore. The wind and the pitch. Right through there for a strike. And a swing and a miss. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there, and it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
Mauricio Dubon up next for the Mariners. That clips the inside corner for a strike. Here's the 0-1. And there's a ball. One down, base is empty. Struck him out swinging. He swung over top of the curveball.
Tasked with 1, 2, and 3 to start this inning, but no trouble so far. I'm sure he'd love to strike out the side here. Make a little statement, but you got to be composed in this spot. Focus on getting this next guy. You got 2 good outs. Want to get the 3rd one and avoid the middle of that lineup coming up with a base runner. Could become dangerous.
And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Hayes right there to make the grab. And that's the 3rd out. Offense held in check there. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. All tied 1-1. As we go to the last of the 3rd. Here's the center fielder, Jake Fraley. The right-hander back to work. And a foul ball left side. The 0-1. And
That's
ball 1. Not close with that one. And a count 2-1. Left-hand batter waits. That one missed.
3-1.
And he walked him.
Ball 4. Take your base.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Mitch Keller will hit next. Puts a bunt down. France fires to second for one. Relay to first. Double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Back to the top of the lineup, Ke'Bryan Hayes, the next Pirate to hit. Up and in, and that's ball one. Two outs, base is empty. Swings and misses. And the count is 1-1.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Two outs. Oh, that hit him. The throw won't get there in time, and they don't get an out on the play. Catcher coming out to check on him. It looked like it got him on his back leg. So you wonder if that might be a problem for him in terms of pushing off the rubber.
Yeah, it's a great point, and we'll have to see how he looks. But to me, it appears he's moving pretty well. I think it's just going to sting for a while, but hopefully nothing more.
And now it's Andrew McCutchen. He's 0 for 1. Just missed. Hayes leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Next offering is in for a strike. The pitch. And there's a foul ball. Here's a 1-2. Caught him looking for the K. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. On to inning number 4. All tied 1-1. To the 4th. Now the Mariners catcher, Cal Raleigh. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. On the ground, and it goes just foul.
When you got a catcher like this guy with a big arm like that behind the plate, it really shuts down the running game.
And that one pulled foul.
Well, I'll say this as a former position player and base stealer. When you come into a game and you've got a guy like this behind the dish with a big arm, you really have to change your approach. Can't try to steal because you'll get thrown out. Maybe get a little bigger lead, be aggressive on the secondary. But this type of guy shuts the running game down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Jorge Polanco up next for the Mariners. His first at bat was a strikeout. Wouldn't chase that time. Next pitch in for a strike, and it's 1-1.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
1 down, base is empty. Swing and a miss.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Reynolds sizes this one up. 2 down.
Up next for Seattle, the first baseman.
And up next for Seattle, Ty France. He was a strikeout victim his first time. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
He's gotten into a really good rhythm, set down 7 in a row. He just wants to get the baseball and deliver it as quickly as possible. Keep the momentum going.
Strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. That one hit to right. McCutchen running hard to get it. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that'll do it. On to the bottom of the 4th. Tied 1-1. Bottom 4. Now the left fielder, Ryan Reynolds.
No left fielder, Ryan Reynolds.
The pitch. Back to the mound. And that chance handled. And he'll just eat it. That's an infield single.
It doesn't really matter where you are in the lineup. Your job is to get on base and try to start a rally if you're leading off an inning. So an infield single does the job right there. Now we'll see if they can make something happen.
Now a screamer into the outfield. And that gets down into the gap. Trammell quickly throws it in. And 2 on now as they try to rally here.
Second baseman.
Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
First and second, no outs. Liover Peguero, the next Pirate to hit. Just missed.
Ball.
The pitch. Up the middle. Oh, look at the stop. Over to Polanco. They get 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
2 on, 1 out. And here's the catcher, Henry Davis. He hit into a double play his first time up. That clips the corner.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Two on, 1 out. Good eye right there.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
Next one misses. Yeah, that's ball 2.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Runners at the corners, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Ground ball right side, could be 2. France over to second, return throw to first, got him, double play, and that'll do it. So it's no runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We've played 4, all tied 1-1. And we're back. Here's the left fielder, Taylor Trammell.
Taylor Trammell.
Keller back to work. And a good eye there.
Well, these Mariners, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
There's a strike. Swings through that.
This game has been so tight. Feels like the next team to score will win it.
And another ball. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Good eye in that spot.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And he deals. Ground ball right side. And that's just foul. Outside, and that is ball 4. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Go ahead run on base. Luis Urias up next for the Mariners. A big swing and a miss.
The baseball is coming out of his hand very well. He's been able to paint all 4 corners, but really good ride at the top of the zone. Hitters have to respect that. Very difficult pitch to hit.
Nobody out. Runner at first. And that one is inside ball 1. On the ground, could be 2. Good feed, that's 1. On the throw. It's a double play.
I think 4, 6-3 double plays like that are way tougher than these guys make it look sometimes, because no matter how you do it, the feed from the second baseman is a tough one. That's where footwork really comes into play, but right there, very well done.
Now to the plate, the pitcher. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. And a pitch. That catches the outside corner. And it's 0-2. Righty delivers. Swings and misses. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Halfway home. All even. 1 apiece. Back here at PNC Park, John Shelby with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5, number 19. And the right-hander back to work. Ball 1 there.
You know, these Pirates doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. One thing that really stands out to me is how they've only struck out 1 time. That's good discipline right there, and on top of it, they're producing more than a hit per inning.
And a pitch. That one fouled off. High fly ball, shallow right field. Moore hauls it in for the out. And there's one away.
All those numbers mean this offense is really making the defense work by just putting the ball into play. Anything can happen at that point.
So digging in, Jake Fraley walked his first time. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
Bounce to the right side, and he handles it himself for the out.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Mitch Keller. Strike one.
Pretty impressive. We haven't seen that pitch from him much, but he's got a really good feel when he throws it.
All tied up. Last half of inning number 5. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Nothing doing here for Pittsburgh. Still tied 1-1. Back here in Pittsburgh, new inning getting started. Here's the Mariners leadoff man, Dylan Moore. The pitch. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Activity in Pittsburgh's bullpen. Roansy Contreras loosening up in case he's called upon by Derek Shelton. Oviedo also throwing. 0-1 down. And that one sliced foul. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile off. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, but get back on track. His team needs him.
And stepping in for the Mariners, Mauricio Dubon. That one finds the zone. 0-1. One out, bases empty. Not even close there. Ball one.
That's foul.
One down, bases empty.
Ball.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there.
Oh, that pitch got away from him, and that's a hit by pitch. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. Man at first with 1 gone. J.P. Crawford now at the plate. That one almost got him.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
With the go-ahead run at first, and we're in the top half of the 6th. On the ground to third. Quick feed to second for 1. On to Crone. It's a double play. Nothing across here this half. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. All tied 1-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the third baseman, T. Brian Hayes. And the pitch. That one misses.
That's the ball.
1-0.
1-0.
Rolled over to third. Urias. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
Up next to the Pirates, the right fielder, Andrew
Here's Andrew McCutchen to hit.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
Ball one, no strikes. Base is empty, one away here in the bottom of the sixth. Ground ball left side. On to France. And that quickly, 2 away. Up next for the Pirates, Brian Reynolds. He's already homered in this game. And a foul ball. Now 1-1. Two down, nobody on. Here in the third and final game of the series. Inside, just missed.
2-1.
Now a high fly ball out to left center. Sizing this one up. Brings it in. And that is that. Welcome back. We're in the seventh. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Roansy Contreras.
And he's been racking up strikeouts at a high rate this year, typically at least 1 an inning, so he'll be tough to get to.
Cal Raleigh digs in now. 1 for 2. He had an RBI base hit back in the first. And a pitch. Way inside, gets out of the way.
Well, a mistake right here could untie this ball game. If you're the pitcher out there, you just want to be a little more cautious.
The wind of the pitch. Up the middle. Over to first. One up, one down.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
Jorge Polanco up next for the Mariners.
Well, they kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
One down, base is empty. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike. On the ground, right side. Crone steps on the bag, and 2 away to start the 7th.
The first baseman,
Ty France up next for the Mariners. First pitch misses. All tied up here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Snags it on the run. And that is that. Set for the last half of the 7th. At the plate for Pittsburgh, C.J. Crone. And here it comes. And a foul ball. That one's in there. 0-2 now. Action in the bullpen for Seattle. Matt Brash appears to be getting ready for manager Scott's service. Santos, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. And the pitch is outside, ball one.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
That just misses. 2-2. And the right-hander deals. That one 95 to finish him off.
That was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Liover Peguero. Foul ball there. Righty to the plate. Check swing, and that's a ball.
Really good check swing right there. So difficult to hold off on the slider from a same side thrower. Very difficult to pick up the release point.
And a 1-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
And that's outside. Fights it off. He'll see another. Right-hander kicks, deals. That one ripped. And there's 2 down.
Great swing of the bat right there. Trying to get on as that go-ahead run. He just wasn't able to find a hole.
Digging in, Henry Davis. Fastball in for a strike, 0-1. And this is inside. Fouled off. He was late. Two down, nobody on. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Stays alive. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Down in order go the Pirates. Score remains tied 1-1. And we're back. We go to the 8th. And now for Seattle, Taylor Trammell. The line to kick the pitch. Outside low. And that's ball 1. He was late there. Strike 1.
1-1.
Next offering upstairs. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. That's down and in. A slider missed.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
In there. Sets him down on strikes. Buckled him with the backdoor breaking ball for strike 3.
Well, that'll make you smile out there on the mound, or maybe pump out your chest a little bit farther. That's about as good of a backdoor curveball as you'll ever see. Right on the black, and not surprisingly, just locked him up in the box.
Urias swings through it for strike 1.
No ball. 1 strike.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 8th. Got him looking. That's the second out.
Well, big strikeout right there, and maybe a little controversial with the call. I think he got a little bit of favor on the mound, no question about it. It's not exactly what you want to see in a big spot like that, and I'm sure there's some chirping going on from the dugout, making it clear that wasn't his best call behind the plate today.
The Mariners going with a pinch hitter, Julio Rodriguez, trying to get something going for him with 2 away. Fastball for a strike.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Just
Outside.
missed.
That's the ball.
Boots it. But they get the out at first, and that'll do it for the inning. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Matt Brash.
Well, he's got electric stuff coming out of the pen. His strikeout rate, though, is through the roof so far this season.
Now it's the shortstop. Brash, 26 years old, and he was born in Canada. The pitch. And that's outside. And that is ball 1. That's to third. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
And now the center fielder, Jake Fraley. On the ground to the left. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. He decides to eat it, and they come away without an out. Derek Shelton bringing a bat off the bench now. O'Neal Cruz, runner on first with 1 down for him. And that's in for a strike.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
The 0-1. And a strike on the outside edge. Some activity in the Mariners bullpen. Dennis Santana appears to be getting loose. 1 away. Tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. Way upstairs. 1-2 to count.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
The 1-2. That ball is foul, and the pressure is building. Here comes a pitch. Inside, almost got him.
You got a full count.
Now he can't squeeze it behind the plate, and the runner holds. Brian Hayes next to bat for the Bucks. Ground ball right side, could be two. And he can't come up with it. So the lineup flips over. Brian Hayes getting ready to hit. 1 for 3.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
1-0.
Squirts away a little bit. No movement on the base. It's ball 1. The pitch.
Nope, ball. 2-0.
Ripped, but it curls foul.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field not.
Good eye right there.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter. At this point in the ball game, you know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
2 on, 1 out. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Kicks and deals. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Payoff pitch. Hit on the ground, might be 2. To the shortstop at second, but it pulls him off the base.
Second baseman definitely have some pretty tough throws to make when they're trying to feed the shortstop at second for a double play turn because of the angles and difficult footwork. So it's always a difficult play, but one that needs to be made. When your pitcher gets you that ground ball that can be a double play, it's a...
Now on the bump, Gregory Santos.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
So bases loaded with 1 away. Andrew McCutchen, the next Pirate to hit. Outside low, and that's ball 1.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
And the righty deals. Late swing, fouled off. Runs in. Here's the throw. In there safely. And they lead by 2.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
Runners at the corners here. 1 away. Brian Reynolds will hit next. He's already homered here in this one. Right through there for a strike. And he deals. That's to third. Urias. Wide throw, and it gets away. C.J. Cron, the next Pirate to hit.
First baseman, C.J. Cron.
Splits the plate. Strike one.
Well, in this situation with runners on, you got to get ahead in the count so that you can dictate the rest of the at-bat. Nice job right there.
And now the 0-1. And it's fouled away. At the belt and fires. That's a hit. Around third. Here's the throw to the plate, but it's offline.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Recognized the break on that pitch early, and that allowed him to keep his front shoulder in. You know, it's easy to bail on those front door breaking balls, but a great job right there of letting it travel and then unload.
So out of the bullpen for the Mariners, Dennis Santana.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Two on with one out. Up next for the Pirates, Liover Peguero. On the ground to second, might be two. Flips for one, and that's quick work out of the pen. One batter, 2 outs, inning over. 4 runs in the inning, and they've jumped in front. Through 8 full, it's the Pirates 5 and the Mariners 1. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, James Karinchak.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Back to the top of the Seattle order, and now Dylan Moore. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. The pitch. Breaking ball through there for a strike. Next pitch is outside.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Right-handed reliever, and that one is inside. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike. Two now. Just misses with that one. Line drive, base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Mauricio Dubon up next for the Mariners. 1 for 2. Check swing, but it's put in play. Karinchak makes the grab, 1 down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Man at first, J.P. Crawford up next for the Mariners. The shortstop takes the ball. Moore over at first with 1 away. way inside.
Last two pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
Kicks and fires. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Stops it on a slide. There's one. And it's a double play to end the ball game.
Well, Boog, 4 games wasn't too long of a losing streak, but they're definitely happy to be back in the win column. Now you can turn things around, get on the right track, and probably start a winning streak from here.
5-1 is how it ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Pirates, 5 runs, 8 hits, no errors. They left 5 runners on base. For the Mariners, 1 run, 4 hits, 4 errors. They left 4 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 48 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.